Welcome back. We need to head outside of Crossbell now, but before we do, it's worth checking up to see if we can do the rounds again, and there's going to be a quest we need to pick up as well. Hey, just leave this stuff to me. I'll dig up some info for you by hitting up the Governor General related pages and underground sites. They've strengthened security lately, but that's not going to help them when it's me they're up against. You're awfully confident for someone who needed rescuing just a while ago. That's different. Don't mix up the me in real life and the me online. I've got this. I'll let you know as soon as I find anything. Stay tuned. It smells like the government has made a deal with the AUA syndicate. The more I hear about what's going on, the less I like it. Be careful out there, okay? Sure. Keep the intel coming. Louise, we're counting on you. Leave it all to me. Well, and perhaps Yona. His hacking skills are truly remarkable. I've learned a lot just from helping him. I imagine it's only going to make our working communications more efficient too. Hey, told you to quit looking at my programs. Damn it, now I'm going to have to add another couple of layers of encryption to my source code. These two are fighting a strange little war of information. But if you think about it, it will only help improve their skills in the long run. I'm learning so much just from looking over Yona's shoulder. I can't wait to share some of these new ideas with my dad. Oh, right, your dad's one of the engineers working on the Orbital network, huh? Well, that explains— Hey! I told you to stop stealing my code! Oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's head up and see if there's anything going on in the rooms. This was Lloyd's room. Lloyd Bannings, the SSS leader turned fugitive. I remember catching a glimpse of him on our way back from the field exercises. Looks like this whole corridor has been locked down. All of his belongings have probably been seized as well. I hate this. How can they treat him like some common criminal? Wait a minute. It's not locked. Seriously? How half-assed can you get? Confiscating their equipment was only an act. Probably just hired some commercial company to move everything. Doesn't look like there's anything left here. Should we go in? I would not be opposed to taking a look. I've got some dumbbells. Very fancy table there, very fancy. It's going to be the picture again. It's a picture of all the members of the SSS together. Lovely. Some mountains. Doesn't seem to be anything going on there, really. Can I... This was Randy's room. I remember hanging out with him and Ellie in here. Oh, it looks like it's locked. No problem. I can already guess what it looks like in my head. Oh yeah, I guess he did have a jukebox in his room back in the branch campus dorm too. That's Randy, always on brand. Some things never change. Alright. This was Wazzy's room. He's not in Crossbell anymore though. Wazzy, was he in the special support section as well? Well, in a way, yeah. He started out as some downtown district delinquent. Somewhere along the way, he joined up with them. He had to skip town for a while, last I heard. Knowing him, he'll appear out of nowhere someday and act like he was never even gone. Yes. This room was Chief Sergei's. Even after the SSS was disbanded, he stayed on with the military police, and not without a hefty punishment. In a way, that might be even harder on him than whatever Lloyd and the others are going through. You know you were right. Oh, sorry, I just spaced out for a minute. We should probably get moving. Yeah, that heads to Westria. Just making sure it still does. Things have changed, you know, things have changed. This used to be Ellie's room. Man, talk about nostalgic. Ellie? Oh, you mean the chick with the silver hair and rockin' knock? Good. I'm gonna rockin' knock your block off if you finish that sentence, Ash. Didn't get to spend a lot of time with her, but she seemed nice. Becoming a police officer when you're the granddaughter of a government speaker can't be easy. Yeah, but even then she's managed to rise above all that, one step at a time. And she's the kind of girl who follows her heart, no matter what. Always looked up to her for that. Dum dum. This was Tio's room. It used to be jam-packed with Mishi and Kagimaru merchandise she'd collected. I've heard about some of the research she did for the Epstein Foundation. She sounds like quite the savant. Yeah, she was a big help during our search for the Calvardian agents. Not to mention when the Grail appeared. With that in mind, she isn't exactly where I'd expect her passions to lie. Yeah, Tio has a way of surprising people. Hope she's alright. No, she has to be. This was Noelle's room. She transferred here from the CGF along with Randy. Crossbow Guardian Force was made into part of the Imperial Army, wasn't it? Yeah. They're still posted in the same area, except now they take their orders from the army. Tch, just another bunch of pawns for the Empire to toss around, huh? Odds are they'll be right on the front line when the war starts. You're probably right. It's not a happy thought. Wonder what Noelle and Sonia are doing now. What used to be in here, Yuna? It's kinda hard to describe. This room belonged to a girl who was the heart of the whole special support section. You don't mean Kia Bannings, the Zero Child? I remember reading the Intelligence Division's dossier on her. Something about her being able to intervene with causality? Yeah. But she can't do that anymore. To us, she was just your average sweet little girl. I used to go shopping with her and Ellie all the time. Huh? What just happened? It must look like it opened on its own. Well, this place had been closed the last 2 years. Could someone have been here more recently? Why did it open on its own? It is not an intrusion if the door is already open, technically speaking. Indeed, in fact, it almost feels like an invitation. Well, if no one's against it, I don't see why not. Creepy. Why? Why? Why did you invite us in? Game. Like, there's nothing in here. Nothing on the ceiling or anything, like secret. That seemed very, very strange. It just opened up. Anything? Nope. Like, Cape, we're up the top. Crossbow really is a city. Look, people have moved around. It looks like we're gonna have to do the rounds. Right, Junior SSS is down there. So let's actually start from West Street. And do the rounds, everyone. Or should I pick up the quest first? That's a question. Because well, we'll start here because the quest is picked up here, so... Let's start with you. Yep, we're doing the rounds, everyone. There's nothing but doom and gloom in the news these days. Feels like Crossbell's losing its spirit. So much has happened in the past few years. I don't know what to believe anymore. But the only time I can truly relax is when I'm enjoying some of these fine baked goods. First, we were invaded by Erebonia. Now Calvard. So much has happened, I don't know what to believe anymore. Let's see, let's go around with someone else. Let's go around as Kurt. Can't believe Oscar already has an idea for a new dish. At this rate, I'll lose to him again. I have to do something. I don't want it to end like this. Seeing off without doing anything is something I'd hate to do. Bennett. Yuna, I've decided. This will be the final purebred competition. I'm going to put everything I have into beating Oscar. That's the spirit, Bennett. We've had the opportunity to help you out in the past, so please allow us to cheer for you now as well. Thank you. I'm going to do it this time. I've never gotten one up on Oscar. I can't even count how many times I've cried myself to sleep over it. But I'm going to channel all that frustration into revenge. Yep. I don't want it to end like this. Seeing off without doing anything is something I'd hate to do. I'm going to defeat him, and then he'll never forget me. Just tell him how you feel. Wait, no, this is all about revenge. We should at least support her. Just tell him how you feel. My idea for the new bread I'm making for the final purebred competition is just about finalized. It just kinda came together when I thought about what I learned in my 2 years here. It's great to have the chance to bring together everything you've learned and put your skills on display. Seems he's really downplaying what may be his culinary masterpiece. I think your bread's going to be amazing, Oscar. So the bake-off is 2 weeks from now. The same day I depart for the war. It would be incredible if you could stop by. But only if you have the time, of course. We will definitely try. Looks like you're going to be heading out again, huh? Have you already had lunch? An empty stomach can be your worst enemy, so make sure to eat up. You still got the classic teas there, that's fine. Time to get to work on our first batch of the afternoon. Bennett's finally starting to feel better. That's the way things go sometimes, can't get hung up on it. If you ask me, the best thing would be for everyone to get their feelings out in the open. Not that it's any of my business. Looks like Bennett's finally cheered up a little. You heading back out, Una? Be on your guard, alright? On your bell guard? Cause bell guard... Alright, what are you two doing over here? Oh wow, that you, Chiruru? When did you get back? I was so worried, I haven't heard from you in so long. Yeah, I've been travelling, had a blast. I brought you back some souvenirs. What a relief. Just as laid back as ever. Well, it's good to see you haven't changed. Welcome back. Thanks, Katerina. It's good to see you too. Yay. Chiruru's never let politics stop her from travelling whenever she wants. It was the same when Crossbell got annexed. Now she is finally back home. I'm so happy to see her again. We haven't caught up in almost half a year. What kind of places she got to exploring this time? Okay. I saw Ryu and his friends running around town a while back. Guess they're still doing their patrols. As his sister, I can't help being concerned about him. Yes, you should be, especially during these times. Jeez. Looks like he woke up. Phew, I slept like a log. Laura came back for a little, then headed off to the hospital again. Still need to sit down and talk with her properly. When I had the chance to tell her that I'm joining the war as a field surgeon. Oh, mate, she knows. To be honest, I hate the idea of taking orders from the Empire. Even if they hadn't asked, I'd have wanted to do this anyway. Crossbow didn't want this war. Can't stand by and watch its citizens get hurt. This is no time to take it easy. Better head over to the hospital before my shift starts. Maybe I can finally get some alone time with Fiona. Maybe some sweets would be a good souvenir. I'm still pretty down about this, but Art Tallies was asked to help the soldiers. When I visited in the morning, he was getting ready to go. So you heard about it too, Mom. Something like this is just so... Things have been tough for everyone here. Some have been conscripted and so many people look pale and drawn. There are several I haven't seen lately too. Your father's always so busy too. Sorry. I should think of other things to talk about. We're fine. The neighbourhood is working together, so most things are covered. Heard from Louise that you've been busy? Come back soon. It's a delight to see you all so well. Okay, Mom. We'll be heading out now. We'll be fine as well. Please don't worry too much, Mom. Everyone seems to have their own problems. Lately we've all been helping each other take care of things. So having neighbours called up for service is just horrible. But I can't let myself get down. I need to utilise the stamina I've gained from my years as a housewife. That's one way of putting it. There's no need to fear. The Ashen Chevalier is here. Hey, no fair. It's my turn to be the Ashen Chevalier this time. What is going on here? They're playing Ashen Chevalier. It's a popular game among the children in this town. Given that the name and the role were thrust upon him by the government. Kind of sweet seeing these children regarding him as a great hero. Why are you guys staring at us like that? Louise looked really happy when she saw us playing this too. What is it the grown-ups like about it so much? Oh, nothing. We just like to see you having fun. Just don't get carried away and hurt yourselves, okay, you two? We know. You be careful too, Una. The Ashen Chevalier is here to save you. Let's find the singularity as fast as we can. Good idea. Should we get going? Louise is late getting back. What's keeping her? Whatever. Your friends came by and visited pretty recently after all. We'll play together when you're done with your stuff. Maybe if we have time afterwards, but it'd be good in the meantime, okay? Don't do anything that could get you hurt. Let's see if we can check that picture in here now. Nope. It's worth a check though. Worth a check. Let's go back out to the entrance, it's easier. Doom doo doom. Doo 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 doom. My husband has taken umbrage at something Mrs. Novash said to him. Again. At this rate, those two will never stop fighting. I can't bear to see a former statesman frittering away his time while Crossbell is in such dire straits. Okay. I admit I was frustrated with Mrs. Novash for a spell as well. But it's time we put aside such petty personal matters. Nah, she deserves it. I can't believe this. That blasted Mrs. Novash completely dismissed my Obel Network skills. I wish someone would inform her just how impressive a skill touch typing is. If she ever starts using the net, you can bet I won't be teaching her a damn thing. Alright. That infernal Novash woman has been bragging about her fancy second home in Michelin. Says she'd be delighted to show us around someday. Huh. Wild horses wouldn't drag me there. Alright then. There's this girl, Sully, who lives up on the 3rd floor. I mistook her for a boy the first time I saw her. She's so rough and vulgar, and she's always stomping around like she has some place to be. Her wardrobe's nothing to write home about either. How did a ruffian like that end up living in a classy place like this? Fate. I wish she'd try to act a little more refined, a little more mature. At this rate, she'll bring down the classiness of the whole building. Alright, jeez. Just the other day, the trivial old curmudgeon Levick was raving on and on about his skill with that horrid Obel network. That may be impressive for commoners, but it's not something I need to be made aware of. That network is nothing more than a silly little toy. My vacation home in Michelin has far more value. If one lives in Crossbell, then a vacation home in Michelin is a must, otherwise you're practically nobody. Those who don't have a vacation home don't have anything worth saying. It's simply the mutterings of insignificant fools. God, I hate her. It's like, just shut up, woman. Jeez. Today's lunch came out great. Better get this over to Arkansas. This time of day, Sully will be starving. I can tell her the launch is done while I'm at it. Are you related to Sully? Who, me? I wish. No, I'm just the caretaker here. Sully lives all on her own now, so I pitch in with her housework, every now and then. She was living with someone else before. Yep, she and Miss Ilya lived together until the accident. We're all just waiting on her to recover at this point. Sully's practicing around the clock to live up to Ilya's expectations. Oh, and having a bunch of fans swarming this place could be a disaster, so don't tell anyone that this is where she lives, alright? Our lips are sealed. I'd heard someone in Arkansas lived here, but who knew Sully and I were neighbors? You know, I've always been a huge Ilya fan. Back in the day, she let me clean her apartment sometimes. That sure was an honor. But Sully's kind of a neat freak, so I don't get to do that so much these days. Oh dear. Let's get to Tallis. Hello, hello. Do you really have to go, Daddy? I thought you were going to clean this place up. It looks just as bad as we was yesterday. Well, earlier, whenever it was. I'm afraid so, Momo. Mummy and I talked about it and decided that's what Daddy needs to do right now. But I'll be fine. Won't actually have to fight anyone, so I'll come home safe and sound. Okay, be careful, alright? Bring some medicine with you just in case. And don't drink the water without boiling it first, or you could get sick. My, when did you get to be so grown up, Momo? I'll follow your advice to the letter. You make sure to take care of Mummy for me, okay? I've been helping my daddy get ready for military camp. I still feel really sad. Can't let Daddy know, though. I don't want him to worry. I'll send him off with a smile, no matter what. She used to be so shy, but Momo's really starting to get more confidence in herself. My little girl is growing up. So proud, if not a little lonely, given what's to come. There's no way of knowing when this war will end. I only hope our family will be together again someday. Tally's put so much work into finding new lines of supply. And now with the trains out of commission, We're mostly relying on trucks for transport. I have a lot to learn before Tally leaves for camp. Tally's just always throws me off. I could have asked Harold for advice if he was still around. Oh, we need to check in on him. Not the only ones who have it hard around here. I do what I can to solve my own problems before I bring anyone else into it. This neighborhood will endure. That's what I believe. Nothing to buy here. Nope. Not that I could see anyway. No dots around here. That's what I wanted to be sure of. But a green exclamation. Check out the others first. Beat! I'm organizing info and council meetings predating the annexation of Crossbell. Now to get them all in order, let's see. The last one was 1204. Sorry, I spaced out for a minute there. But come on, Pete, get yourself together. That was a strange reaction. Not really. It's complicated. A lot of people have mixed feelings about what happened back then. Even so, that reaction did seem a little unnatural. Not from Pete. Got myself a dream job I'm working towards. There's someone I really look up to. I want to help this town's citizens just like he did. So I've got to throw myself into my work and my studies. Someone he looks up to. Come to think of it, this building used to be the Grimwood Law Office. I wonder. Yes, clearly you never met Pete, did you, Yuna? Grace has been covering political economics and Rains is writing pieces about the military. The two of them have the potential to turn out great articles. It's a crying shame we're so understaffed they can't work together. Guess it'll be a while until we can see that team in action again. There's a lot happening that we can report on. The training camp at Tangram Fortress and rumors about the Imperial Defense Force. We don't have enough staff to cover it all, so I've had to ask Grace and Rains to work separately. Hello there, Class 7. I hear you've been getting yourselves into trouble again. You know about that already? You probably have Iona's secret to thank for that. Hey, every good journalist needs reliable sources. Anyway, sorry to bother you when you're so busy, but I have a favor to ask. It would really mean a lot to me if the famous Class 7 could lend me a hand. With what, may I ask? Sounds like this is gonna be a pain. It's like this. I'm working on a pretty important piece right now, and I am way too busy to get all the information I need on my own. So maybe you could go ask around for me? I'll make it worth your while. After accepting this request, you will not be able to leave the city until it's completed. Accept. Of course, we'll always help a friend in need. What kind of information would you like us to gather? I need some responses to these opinion surveys. We're looking for responses from Crossbellans. Recent immigrants from Erebonia and military personnel aren't our target audience here. The big question is, what do you think of the national mobilization law? What? There's no way you'll be allowed to write about that. You're probably right. But I can get around it. There's no need to spell out the results directly. I could just hint at them. Besides, I'm kind of curious about what the people really think. Is that so? I don't know if anyone from Erebonia is going to like what you're trying to do here. Not to mention, Crossbow will be right near the front lines if war does break out. How would we go about conducting the survey, if you don't mind me asking? Just get out on the street and ask anyone who's willing to talk. Mention you're with the Crossbell Times. We still have some credibility here. I've already covered West Street myself. If you could ask around Central Square, the Entertainment District, East Street, and the Harbour District, that'd be perfect. I need 10 responses total. 2 each from East Street and the Harbour District, and 3 each from Central Square and the Entertainment District should do the trick. Got it. We'll head out now. So we just need a sample of 2 or 3 people from each of the 4 districts. That shouldn't be difficult. Well, you say that, you know. Remember, we could only ask people who are originally from Crossbell. NML survey. Okay, so the survey I want you to carry out is titled, What do you think of the National Mobilization Law? If you could ask the people outside at Central Square, the Entertainment District, East Street, and the Harbour District, that'd be great. I need 10 responses in total. 2 each from East Street and the harbour. 3 each from Central Square and the Entertainment District. Alright. I expected the list to go on a bit there, but it didn't. Okay, so where do we want to go first? I think I want to go... Let's not go to the station, like, because that may risk sparking things. I did want to actually check on the Bobcat, but we can't do that yet. So, let's start... Let's actually start at the harbour. With the carts here. Let's... Oh god, he's running, isn't he? The door is locked. Nothing. Okay. Azel rushed on home just now. We were on our way back when he got a message saying his brother came down with some kind of fever. Oh. He arranged for the medicine to be sent on ahead, so everything should be fine. For a former delinquent, he sure cares about his family. He's a curious fellow. What's this red here? What's this red? Why is this a red one? I could get drafted any day now. Me in the army, hard to imagine. Would I have to deliver my own draft card? That'd be a cruel twist. This guy looks like a local. Maybe we should ask him. Shouldn't it be a green exclamation? Excuse me, do you have a moment? We're with the Crossbell Times. The group polled Bishop, whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. Well, I'm no fan of conscription, but I try to look at the bigger picture. If the Empire were to lose this war, Crossbell would be the first to fall. It's using that law to strengthen the army before it all gets started. Probably a good idea overall. Maybe. Sorry, I can't really make up my mind. Honestly, I wish the whole war would get called off. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the cooperation. I'll put him down as undecided. I can get drafted any day now. Me in the army, hard to imagine. Do I have to deliver my own draft card? That'd be a cruel twist. Seriously, why was there a red exclamation though? I'll explain the situation to the higher-ups for him so he doesn't catch any heat from leaving work early. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Anyone who's got their draft cards has to report to the conscription office by the specified date. Be briefed about their duties and the attitude that's expected of them. Once that's done, it's off to basic training and aptitude assessment at the America camp. Based on their results, they'll get assigned to an appropriate division or more training. Alright, I think I'll give the troops a training session up in by mines. Nice idea. There's a lot of steep cliffs and narrow paths up there. Scrambling up the rocks won't only develop their muscles, it'll toughen them up mentally too. That's just what I was going for. Gotta resort to extreme measures to make real men out of these pencil necks. I'll make them the kind of troops we can stand shoulder to shoulder with when we're out there risking our lives on the battlefield. Whoa! Ugh, these meatheads are gonna end up killing them way before any Calvardian can. All we can do at this point is pray for their safety. Indeed. Oh dear. How do you like it, sir? Huh? Yeah, that's good. Took you long enough to bring it out. Had me worried for a minute. Right, I'll be quicker next time. Phew, looks like we managed to scrape by. So where is he? I did see... Yeah, he's over there. Captain Kate has been acting really strange lately. She was always so considerate before, always putting the needs of Crossbell citizens first. Since the Imperial Defense Force showed up, she's like a completely different person. I feel like a fool for looking up to her. I've said too much. Pretend you didn't hear that. I heard everything, mate. I heard it all. There's Mishi. Well, fake Mishi. These days, I usually hand Koki the reins when I need a break. Had my doubts to begin with, but he's really starting to shape up. We've still got a long way to go, but I'll help him as best I can. This guy's lived here for years. I'm sure he'll give us something. Excuse me, would you mind taking a survey for the Crossbell Times? The group polled Ozel on whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. What do you think? Of course I'm against it. Apart from the soldiers, the rest of my customers are gloomy as all get out. They got no spirit, no pride anymore. My noodles must be lamenting, getting snapped up by such sad sacks. Right. That's just what I mean, thank you for your time. That's one against. These days, I usually hand Cookie the reins when I need a break. My dad's to begin with, but he's really starting to shape up. Still got a long way to go, but I'll help as best I can. The fake Mishi. Dear oh dear. Today, we have with us Mecha Mishi, here to welcome you to Michelin Wonderland. Please form an orderly line if you want to take a photo. Mihihi, welcome one and all. This boat will take you to a fantastical wonderland. I only came to live here recently, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I hope you all have a fun time. Well, that's their newest mascot character, Mecha Mishi. They debuted that show back at the summer festival. He's supposed to be Mishi's imposter, right? You there, I am not an imposter, I am the genuine real-life Mishi. Jeez, Kurt, get with the program. Sorry about him, Mecha Mishi. We all know you're a legit Mishi too. Mihihi, very good, so long as you understand. You seriously gotta play along with this guy. Mihihi, welcome, welcome one and all. Come and enjoy a Mihi-relicious... What? A Mihi-raculous land of dreams and wonder. Jeebus. We're planning to have a grand time at Michelin. Maybe we'll even get lucky and come across Michette. Oh my, it's been years since we visited a theme park as a family. After we were annexed by Erebonia, I just couldn't find myself in the right mood to go. No. Now's not the time to think about that. To enjoy today to the fullest. Wonder when the next cruise ship is coming in. The guides aboard are always so fun and energetic. They know how to make things exciting. The railway is definitely a convenient choice, but to really enjoy Michelin at its finest, the cruise ship is a must. How can Papa and Mama smile at a time like this? Pretending they're having fun, even though they're not, is just weird. Oh, poor Colin. Right, so I'm actually going to end this part here. We have done all the dots here as far as we can. We've not done the ones up there, but we will do in the next part. Ta-ta for now.